So the assignment brief is to sketch this using the tools we've learned so far. Now, there are many ways in which you can complete this, but our only concern is the final results, having all the dimensions right, and also they should be fully constrained. So for the rest of the video, I'll demonstrate how to create this sketch using the tools we've learned so far. But I would recommend that you first pause the video and try to do it yourself. Okay, yes. Alright, so now I'm going to model this myself and I'll talk you through the process and then the tools I'll be using. Alright, so let's come up here to create. So I'm going to select this plane. I'm going to turn off the sketch grid for the sketch. So I'll come over here and then turn it off. Alright, so I'll hit L on the keyboard and I'll start drawing my line. So I'm going to start from the origin. I'm going to enter the dimension, which is 60 millimeters. Alright, so I'm going to right click and select repeat line. I'm going to start from the origin here once again and come across on the horizontal by 84 millimeters. Okay, you're going to left click once and then come up by 18 millimeters, 1 8. Left click once, come across again by 18 millimeters. Now, the vertical is also 24 millimeters. And then we have an angled line here. Now I'm just going to put it anywhere for the time being. And then I'm going to come across again 24 millimeters. And then I'm going to press enter. Sorry. Alright. So I'm just going to tidy it up a bit before I continue. So I'm going to turn off the dimensions and also turn off the constraints. Alright. And now we know that these points right here and these points right here are horizontally constrained. And also we have a tangential line coming from this line across here. Okay, so let's go for our horizontal constraints. And then we are going to select this endpoint and then this endpoint. Good. So they are horizontally constrained means they are locked along the same x-axis, right? Okay, now to draw the arc up here, let's come up to create and let's select the tangents arc. Now I'm going to start from the endpoint here where we have the tangency with the vertical line here. And I'm going to come across and finish it here. So after I'm done, I'm going to hit D on the keyboard. And I'm going to give this a radius of 12. So I'm just going to press the arc, left click once, and then I'm going to drag it out. So I'm going to give it a radius of 12. Now let's press enter. Good. Okay, now we need to add the texting on this line. We need to add the texting on this line here. So let's come over to create and select text. And then again, we have to select our text on path because we want to write along a path, that is the angled path we have over here. So let's select it and then let's come and select our path. Great. So let's go ahead and input our fusion. Alright, so we need to make sure this here fits to path is selected because it ensures that the text starts from the beginning of the path and then it ends at the final part of the path. So we can choose to alter the height, which is essentially the size and also the font. So I'm just going to leave it like this and press OK. Now I'm going to add a polygon over here. So for that, I'm going to come under create, and for this I'm going to use the inscribed polygon because the dimensions given is from the center point of the polygon to one of the outer points of the polygon. So I'll come to the center, I'll left click once and draw it out. Okay, I'm going to give it a radius of 8 millimeters and then I'm going to press enter. And here I know that this point here and this point here, they are also horizontally constrained. So I'm going to go for my horizontal constraints, click here and here. Alright, so now we have everything to be fully constrained. So now let's draw the circle down here. So we can simply press C on our keyboard. Yes. And let's draw the circle here. Now the circle has a radius of 12 millimeters. Now the dimension from the center point of the circle to the horizontal line is 12 millimeters. So I'm going to press D, that is dimension. Now I'm going to select the center point and then the horizontal line, and I'm going to drag it out. So the dimension from the center point to the horizontal line is 12. So I'm just going to give it dimension of. So you left click once and then you press 12. You select your dimension. And again, the center point to the vertical is also 12 millimeters. So you select the center point and the vertical, you drag it out, you left click once and you input 12. And also we have a chamfer down here, but as you can see, this chamfer has two different distances. So we are going to come over here to modify, and I'm going to select the two distance chamfer because the distances are different. So I'm going to select this line here. I'm going to select this line here and this line here. Yeah, so I'm going to control this line here first. Now the dimension down here is 5 millimeters. So I'm going to input 5. And also the dimension up here is 10 millimeters. I'm going to input 10. Alright, so now I can press enter. There's one more feature to add, which is the rectangle. So let's come over here and select our 3 points rectangle. So it has a length of 15 millimeters. So let's click here. I'm going to adjust the angle later, and it has a width of 8 millimeters. So let's press enter. Now we know that this line here is parallel to this one here. Okay, so I'm going to select the parallel constraint, and I'm going to select this line here and this line here. So now they are parallel. And also, I know that there is a vertical constraint between this point here and this point here. So I'm going to select my vertical constraint. I'll select this and this.